Her husband Joseph, being a righteous man and unwilling to expose her to public disgrace, planned to dismiss her quietly. Matthew chapter 1 verse 19. Prayerful welcome to all to the next episode on the enlightening speeches on Saint Joseph. We are all familiar with a righteous Joseph, a worker Joseph, reputed father of Jesus, keeper of the Holy Spouse. But what we discuss today might be a new aspect of Saint Joseph to many of you. Joseph, sanctified before birth. We always believe that the election of God is from eternity, but sanctification takes place in time. For some, it has been late, as with St. Paul, but for some others, it was before their birth, as in the case of Jeremias and John the Baptist. Jean Cherson, a 14th century French theologian, at the Council of Constance, referring to Joseph, used these words: As Mary, before her birth, was sanctified in her mother's womb, so may we believe also was her virginal spouse, Joseph. We know about Mary that she was born without sin, and so Angel Gabriel greeted her as Mary, full of grace. In the Gospel of Matthew, we find Joseph being referred to as a righteous man, which means born to be truthful. We can legitimately believe that Joseph was sanctified in her mother's womb because he was chosen to be the husband of the Immaculate Virgin Mary. Joseph may be inferior to Mary in dignity and holiness, but still, Joseph surpasses all other saints in dignity and sanctity. St. Thomas Aquinas says, "Those whom God elects and designs for some great work, He also prepares and disposes so as to fit them for its performance." St. Bernardine of Siena says, "St. Joseph, reputed father of Jesus, true spouse of the Queen, was elected by the Eternal Father to be the faithful guardian of his two greatest treasures, Jesus and Mary." If Joseph was elected to such an office, which after the divine maternity has none to equal, must have received a corresponding grace, because God the Father has called Joseph for a very special and unique purpose. He was given a superabundance of sanctifying grace. We too are sanctified by the reception of baptism and by our participation in the Holy Eucharist, and through our sacraments we receive. If God was so pleased to sanctify us, how much more He would have sanctified Saint Joseph. Whatever be our state of life, or whatever be the mission we are entrusted with, a life punctuated by holiness is the greatest tribute we can give to God. Saint Joseph did it so marvelously well. Why shouldn't we imitate him? Amen.